No, my mother used to always say whenever there was a plane crash or a school bus going off into the river and mass fatalities or what have you, she used to always say, "Looks like God's bowling strikes tonight."
You're listening to Scotty and Andrew, and this is Fun with Horror.
Hello, beautiful friends with horror. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Scotty.
And welcome to episode 159 of Fun with Horror. We are the most wholesome horror movie podcast in the entire world. This is the podcast where two long-distance best friends stay in touch by taking turns giving each other horror movies to watch, and then we discuss them.
That's right. That is correct. Last episode, I got to pick our next movie, or our present movie, and that movie is The Monkey. But stay tuned until the end of this episode to hear what Andrew is going to pick for our next movie. But until then, buddy, hi.
Yeah. Hi. Hi, buddy.
Hi. It's so good to see you and to hear you and to watch the cats play behind me.
I honestly, vice versa. It's so good to see you, hear you, and watch those cats play behind you. What a joy.
Yay. Yay.
Hi, buddy. I miss you.
Hi. Hey, I missed you.
Really?
I missed you like the rain misses the flowers. Wow. Poetry.
Man, if we didn't have this podcast, you better be writing some poetry. That's all I'm saying.
I can still write it and have a podcast. That's the magic of poetry.
No, actually, you don't. I don't think you understand life. You get one thing that you enjoy. One.
There was a tourist with art, and it was trapped in the living dead. Poetry.
Whoa. Dude, you just blew my mind. I guess you can do both.
There you go. Oh, man. Maybe we should do Scotty's Poetry Corner every episode now.
I mean, honestly, I think we would probably double our listens.
Probably, but the only problem is that now I have writer's block, so I can't think of anything else. That was it. That was the extent of my creativity.
Boy, a one-hit wonder, but what a hit. What a hit.
That's right. What a hit. Hey,
Hi.
Guess what?
What?
Our good friend Justin Beam.
Yes, dude.
He was on the podcast once.
Heck yeah. We love Justin.
He just announced that he's got a solo music project. He released a song, and the project is called Phantom Lightkeeper. How awesome is that?
That's a great title. Holy moly. That's awesome.
Holy moly. His new album is coming out July 31st.
Sick, dude. That's awesome. That's really exciting.
Yeah, so this episode is being released on the 22nd of July, so in about a week and 2 days, you will all get to hear Phantom Lightkeeper.
Oh, that's awesome. Boy, that's really cool. Good for him. And congratulations, Justin. We love you, buddy. That's great.
That is amazing, and it just made me think. I actually just went to IKEA, and I played my little game where I go to IKEA by myself and I like try and walk through the store as quick as I can around all the people, you know, which you can't really do with another person. You can only do it by yourself. So I'm like sitting there dodging and diving and people are looking at me weird. But anyway, I got a new shelf for my Blu-rays, and it's so cool to see how many Blu-rays I have on that shelf that Justin Beam's Reverend Entertainment did the bonus features for.
Sweet, dude. That's pretty cool.
Justin, yes, we love you, and go listen to Phantom Lightkeeper. Like I said, he's got songs out now. Go to Bandcamp and then buy his album on July 31st. Give him some support.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. We definitely want to support him. Well, again, like I said, but again, I'll say it. Congrats, Justin. That's a really huge accomplishment and very cool. I'm excited to hear it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you seen any movies lately?
Buddy, I saw The Monkey, but that's about it.
I am not ready to talk about that.
At some point we will.
Yeah, maybe later.
Don't worry, baby birds will feed you. Don't worry, we'll be there.
I saw a couple movies though, buddy.
What'd you see?
Well, a couple weekends ago, I was feeling the weight of the world on me. So I decided I was actually going to watch The Monkey that night.
Nice, okay.
Because I think we had just recorded our episode the night before. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't feeling like watching The Monkey. I was feeling a bit like I needed comfort food.
Okay.
So I watched Jaws again.
There you go. That's a great
And it was
one.
the 50th anniversary. It was like one day after the 50th anniversary, and I watched Jaws, and it was so much fun.
That's awesome. I heard that it was the 50th, or I saw that, and I was like, that can't be right. Like, is it really 50 years old? That's wild, man. That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then I also went to another screening that our friend Patrick Hood put on for Contracelluloid at the Killer Fitness Store, which we talked about in our last episode.
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry, that was 2 episodes ago. Mm-hmm. But he had a screening of the movie Session 9. Have you ever seen that?
I have actually seen Session 9. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That was my first time, buddy.
Interesting. Okay.
Tell me what you thought without spoilers.
So I honestly, I've seen it once, and I saw it, I think, at about age 15. My friend, a good friend of mine that I worked with, she was like, you gotta watch this movie. It's crazy. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And so we watched it, and I remember at the time being like, it's good. It was good. Fine. I guess it wasn't, to me at the time, I was like, it was fine. I do want to rewatch it just because I know people, it's almost a cult classic. I feel like people really love this movie. So I do want to watch it again, but again, it's been like 20 years, dude. So it's been a long time.
You know what?
Yeah.
I also thought it was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It didn't live up to the hype for me. Mm-hmm. I thought it was okay. I don't know. I got to see it again as well. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was okay. I ended up giving it 2.5 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah.
Average.
I would agree. From what I remember, I absolutely would agree.
But then I saw a movie that I got to tell you, buddy, I really liked it. I don't want to spoil how I feel about certain movies, but I think you already know. Mm-hmm. I saw 28 Years Later.
Oh, that's right. Yes, dude. And?
It's my favorite of the series so far.
Wow, I love that, because when it comes to sequels, it can be really rough for the next one. So to hear that it's that good, I'm so happy. I'm very excited about this. I love the first 2. I think they're fantastic.
Even 28 weeks later?
I did actually. I did like it. Yeah. It's not perfect, but I had fun with it.
Well, maybe we have a movie series in our future, because I didn't care for 28 weeks later, my friend.
Well, again, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I do remember liking it and just enjoying. But in all honesty, zombies are kind of my comfort food. It's hard for me to watch a zombie movie and not enjoy it, even if it's not great. But I did like that one. I did.
All right. Well, actually, they're not zombies.
Okay.
They're infected.
Okay. All right.
They're infected, Andrew.
Okay. Well, I like infection movies where people get pretty infected.
You mean like The Sadness?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Rough.
On a lighter note, I wanted to tell you that I got a box set of Blu-rays.
Yes.
And it's the New Extremity collection. And I just can't wait to spend a nice light evening with these, because the movies are Martyrs, High Tension, Frontiers, and Anatomy of Hell.
I mean, what a Sunday morning set of movies.
Oh my God.
Can
you imagine waking up first thing Sunday, grabbing your coffee and watching Martyrs?
It's like, this is my church. I'm here. I'm happy.
Oh boy. Yeah. Also, I forget all the movies that are in it, but they announced the New Extremity Collection Volume 2, and I already pre-ordered it. I haven't seen any of the 4 movies. I forget. I think one is Fat Girl is one of the movies.
Okay. I don't know that
29 Palms.
I've heard of that.
Okay. And two other ones. I honestly can't remember the other two, and I'm not going to sit here and try. But I know if I was able to remember them,
Mm-hmm.
I'd feel like I'd taken this monkey off my back.
Today we're here with Annie Wilkes. Gone by accident. Or rather, in an accident, because, there's no accidents. Is there a divine plan? Sure, maybe. Call it a coin toss, heads or tails. But not Annie's head, because that is separate. That's a separate issue.
The Monkey was released on April 18th, 2025. That's this year. Unless you're listening to this episode in 2026 or beyond, in which case it was in the past. However, it was directed by Osgood Perkins, and it was written by Osgood Perkins, written for the screen, but based on a short story by Stephen King. It stars Theo James as Hal and Bill, Tatiana Maslany as Lois, Colin O'Brien as Petey, Christian Convery as young Hal and Bill, Rohan Campbell as Ricky, Osgood Perkins himself as Uncle Chip, Sarah Levy as Aunt Ida, Elijah Wood as Ted, and Adam Scott as Captain Petey Shelbourne.
Nice. Oh, I can't wait to talk to you about this movie. But, of course, before we do any spoilers or anything, we do want to know, just give us a taste, buddy. What did you think of this movie?
Without spoilers?
Without spoilers. We're not doing spoilers yet, so you can say what you thought.
But without spoilers.
Without spoilers, you can say what you thought.
Okay, I was going to go into a little story time, but I'm going to do that later.
Oh.
But let me just tell you, buddy, I've seen this movie 3 times now, and I love this movie.
Mm.
I think this is a fantastic movie. I think I ended up giving it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think it's almost perfect. To be completely honest, I think after a third watch, I think it might drop to maybe 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a little while, but here's the thing. You had never seen this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You watched this movie unknowingly, not knowing that I was going to pick this movie that night when we recorded our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you think of The Monkey?
Buddy, I friggin' loved this movie so much. It is a blast. It's fun. That's all I'll say for now.
Okay. So this is going to be another love fest of films and horror movies in general.
Yes. Oh, very much so. And now, everybody, it is time for our spoiler warning, followed immediately by our trigger warnings. So if you haven't seen this movie and you don't want anything spoiled for you, this is the point of no return. Feel free to pause this episode, come back when you've watched the movie. We would love to have you here. I mean, we always want you here, but if you don't want spoils, we get it. But before we talk about the rest of the movie, we'd like to let you know of any major trigger warnings, which has been inspired by the website doesthedogdie.com. And of course, nearly every horror movie inherently has triggers, but there are some that we would want you to know about before watching the movie. So we're here to let you know about those. But of course, one that we want to talk about, buddy, is there any animals in this film? And if so, do any of them die?
Andrew, I am happy to say that there are no animals in this movie.
Yay.
And those 0 animals do not die.
Oh, good. Because that would have been, what a twist. What a twist. Those animals that are not there do die.
However, a couple of people die.
Yeah. Just a few. Oh, my Lord. Yeah.
Well, you know what that means, buddy. We've done our spoiler warning. We've done our trigger warning. There's only one thing left to do. Well, not just one, but There's a next thing to do. You know what I mean?
There's a thing to do before the other things that we do.
Yes. I am pulling out my virtual orange lucky 20-sided die.
Ooh.
I'm going to start rolling this die.
Yes.
If I stop it when you tell me to, and it's an odd number, you're going to do the 3-minute recap from memory. If it stops on an even number, I'll be doing the 3-minute recap from memory. So tell me when to stop.
I'll have you stop right now.
The number is 6.
That's you.
Oh, that's like 2 episodes in a row or something like that. Who did the thing? That was you, right?
Yeah, I think I did the thing.
I can't remember anything past 2 weeks ago, so.
Me either. Yeah, I think I did thing, and then you did sinners. And here we go. You got monkey. Well, my friend, since you're doing the 3-minute recap, and I knew you would, I had a hunch that it was going to happen.
Interesting.
And so what I did, just because I thought it would happen, I actually ordered a monkey online.
Whoa.
And I spun it. And I'm you can't see it, it's down here. I'm holding on to the spinner right now. And I'm going to let it go if you go over 3 minutes.
Oh,
and that's bad news. If you get under 3 minutes, I'm actually just going to undo the spinner thing, so we'll be fine. But
I may not even die.
that's true. You might, but someone we know will, and we don't want that either. So
That's right. We want Enzo to be okay.
Oh no! Oh God! No!
You're putting the monkey back in the closet.
Yep, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, you're such a brat. I love you. Whenever you're ready, though, buddy.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
The monkey begins with Captain Petey Shelbourne, played by Adam Scott. He walks into a pawn shop. He's got a monkey that plays the drums. It's one of those toy monkeys, but it's a big one. Yeah, it's big. He wants to sell it to the pawn shop owner. The pawn shop owner says that we do not give money for toys, or we don't take toys, return toys, whatever. And Adam Scott, Captain Petey Shelbourne, says, you have to take this. This is awful. And then the monkey starts playing, and there's a moment of tension. The pawn shop owner looks at the monkey, says, oh, it looks like everything's okay. But at that moment, a rat chews through a rope, which releases a thing that makes this mannequin shoot a harpoon through the pawn shop owner's stomach, and then it starts pulling the harpoon back, which pulls the pawn shop owner's intestines with him. Adam Scott proceeds to grab a flamethrower from the shop and torch the monkey out front. We jump into the future a little bit. Now we are with young Hal and Bill and their mother, Lois. Hal and Bill are twins. Bill is a bully to Hal. They find the monkey in a box in a closet with their dad's things, and they turn the key. Well, I'm not going to get into the specifics of every death in this movie, but let's just say, because this is going to be fun to talk about, they go out to dinner with their babysitter at a hibachi restaurant, and she dies a horrible death. So they go to a funeral. Things continue. Bill continues to bully Hal until Hal turns the key, hoping for Bill's death. But unfortunately, after the monkey plays again, their mother starts bleeding from the head and dies. Now, their uncle and aunt come to take care of them. They take them back to their house. Well, next thing you know, the monkey has played again, and Uncle Bill, or Uncle Chip, dies. Now we go about, I forget how many years in the future, 25 years or something like that. And now Hal is an adult. He works in a convenience store. He's about to spend a weekend with his son, who he spends 1 week or week with a year. And we eventually learn that this is because he's trying to protect his son. He's being purposely a bad father because he doesn't want his son to befall this curse of this monkey, even though he hasn't heard from the monkey in a long time. Well, unfortunately, his Aunt Ida has a horrible, unfortunate death, and a young metalhead, long-haired dude grabs the monkey from her yard sale after her death. So Bill goes and picks up his son. Hal goes and picks up his son. They're going to go to Horror Haven, whatever this is. So they are in this town called Casco, Maine. They go to the house where his Aunt Ida lived, and he's actually going to search for this monkey. The real estate agent is there. She helps them for a little bit. In the meantime, young Petey, which is Hal's son, finds out that he's got an uncle, Bill, and things are kind of weird. He doesn't know what's going on, really. Anyway, the real estate agent dies a horrible death, and then the police tell Hal, oh my God, I get these twins mixed up, buddy. The police tell Hal to stay in town. Then we also find out through the real estate agent that a lot of people have been dying mysteriously in this town. Horrible deaths, but they've been dying. So we go to Rohan Campbell, who plays Ricky. Ricky is the one who grabbed the monkey, and we eventually find out that Ricky had given the monkey to Bill, Hal's brother. Bill is keeping the monkey in this place called the Cask Hotel, and it's like this abandoned building that he lives in, and he's got the monkey, and he keeps turning the key in the back of it, hoping that it's going to kill his brother, because he realized early in life that Hal turned the key, and that's what killed their mother. So he keeps turning it periodically, hoping that the monkey's going to kill Bill. And when Hal, it's going to kill Hal, my God.
But Kill Bill's a great movie. Part 1 and 2.
It is a great movie. Yeah. The whole saga.
Yes.
I forget what he calls it. But they're
I know,
so good.
does.
They're
Yeah.
so good.
They really are. They're
Also
so
lots of deaths.
good. Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2.
Not yet.
I think it's the whole bloody
Ordeal?
ordeal. I don't think it's ordeal. I think I
No.
almost said ordeal.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what I
caught
was
it for
going
me.
for. Yeah. The whole bloody...
It's a line
It
from
is
the
a
movie
thing.
too.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Hey, side note.
Yeah.
I once saw Quentin Tarantino driving around Hollywood in the Pussy Wagon.
Did you really?
Yeah. He used to drive that thing around Hollywood.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
So anyway, yeah, so Bill's been turning the key hoping that Hal's going to die. Hal and his son Petey are taken to Bill by Ricky, who also dies a horrible death when they turn the monkey's key. At a certain point, Bill starts to freak out. He's trying to make the monkey hit the drum, and then he ends up falling, and the monkey falls, and then the monkey sits up, and he starts hitting the drums really fast. And you hear all kinds of bad things happening all around the town. But then Hal comes up, and he talks to Bill, and they kind of realize that, hey, you know what? It was both their moms. It wasn't just Bill's mom that died. It was Hal's mom, too. They make up after Bill does the whole handshake and then through his hair a couple times. But then they finally shake hands and they say Bill is going to go on the trip with Hal and Petey. And at that moment, the monkey hits the drum one more time, and a booby trap that Bill has set up in his building goes off and shoots a bowling ball through Bill's head and destroys Bill's head. Hal and Petey drive off. They see all kinds of crazy things happening around the town. They stop at a intersection where they see Death on a pale horse clomp by. And then Hal, thinking to a moment back when he was young and with their mother, says, I know what we should do. We should go dance. And Petey's like, all right. And they drive off. After they drive off, a school bus crosses the intersection with a bunch of cheerleaders hanging out the windows, and a semi-truck comes the other way and takes off all their heads, leaving a bloody mess on the side of this bus. And that's the end of the movie, buddy.
Dude, you got that just under 3 minutes.
Yeah, even with the Kill Bill?
Even with the Kill Bill. Even with the
That's
Kill
amazing.
Bill. Brilliant. So I actually undid the thing. So we're good. We're good. And I'm also going to set that monkey on fire now that I'm worried about Enzo. So
can I just do another side note here?
Please.
I just want everybody to know that even though you can't see us, Andrew and I are on Zoom.
Yes.
And obviously, there's no actual monkey in Andrew's room, but he keeps looking down at the imaginary monkey that he made up in his head. And it's so funny because he's acting like it's really there. And it's just so cute. I love it.
No, what the kicker would be if I really pulled one up.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I did not spend money on that, so no. I was an actor.
You are an actor. What are you talking about?
I was. That's why I was looking
You
down.
no, you're not practicing, but you are an actor still.
Well, there. Okay. All right.
In fact, you were in episode 1 of the hit Nickelodeon show Victorious, starring Ariana Grande.
That's true. I would have been her boyfriend if they hadn't fired me.
Hey, wait, really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was one of the like scripts was that Ariana Grande's character and mine dated.
Wow. Oh my God.
I know. Isn't that funny?
That would be amazing.
Right? Their loss.
Their loss. And then you'd be starring in Wicked.
I would be.
Yeah. You'd be that Munchkin character guy. What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know.
No, but they're dating in real life. They're together in real life.
That's true.
Those two.
They
Yeah.
are.
So anyway, so how did you feel about Wicked? No, I'm just kidding. This is about the monkey, buddy. The monkey. Did you know that in the book, in the short story, the monkey is one of those cymbal playing monkeys instead of a drum playing monkey?
Oh, interesting. Because I only really know the monkeys with the cymbals. Like, so that makes sense to me.
I think it's a copyright thing. I can't remember exactly, but I believe there was a copyright thing.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it works. It's fine. I'm curious. So, did you read the story like before you saw or right before you saw the movie, or was it? I don't know when this short story actually came out.
I read the short story when I was a teenager.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I did reread it like the week before I went to see it because I knew I was going to go see it. I had a ticket. And so I read the story. I feel like I'm a little bit drunk, buddy, even though I don't drink. I just feel a little bit carefree.
That's nice.
So
it's the end of the day.
Welcome to Fun with Horror. It is the end of the day.
Yeah.
I've taken my nipple rings out.
There you go.
It's just a wholesome good day.
You're
Anyway,
prepping for that Sunday Morning Martyrs movie. You know, you're already starting.
I can't wait. All 4 movies in one day.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So I read the short story before I went to see the movie. Now, here's the little thing I wanted to tell you about, buddy. I think I've kind of told you before, but I want to tell you again.
Okay.
My screening of this movie was very special.
Right. Yes.
They had an early screening put on by the American Cinematography here in Los Angeles. It was at the Egyptian Theater.
Cool. Yeah.
And it happened to be a Friday night, and it was right after all those bad, terrible fires were raging through the city.
Yeah.
There was a lot of anxiety and stress for a week or two with people. And so going to see this movie was the perfect thing. It was so needed by everybody in that theater.
I bet. Yeah.
To sit in a movie theater with people and to have Oz Perkins himself come out and introduce the movie.
Cool. That's cool.
And by the way, that guy is a very funny person. He just kept it light, and he's just really funny to listen to.
Nice.
I loved it. So he introduced the movie, and then I was not prepared. I had no idea what this movie, I knew what it was about, obviously, but I had no idea how they had adapted the story in this movie. I didn't watch any trailers, and I told you to stay away from trailers.
I did. I hadn't seen anything before this.
Perfect. Because we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great time, buddy. It was such an amazing, fun time in that theater. I wasn't prepared for this movie to be a comedy.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because look at what Osgood has done before this. He did not The Handmaid's Tale.
Whoa.
He did that other movie that you and I have not seen, unless you have. Anyway, he did Gretel and Hansel.
Right.
Which is a dark movie. He did Long Legs, which is a dark movie.
Yeah.
But this was funny.
It was funny. I didn't know it was a comedy either going into it at all.
And you didn't know anything else? What else?
I literally, for this movie, knew nothing. I went in knowing zip. I didn't know it was a comedy. The only thing I knew it was based on a Stephen King story. That's it. That's literally the only thing I knew. And that was directed by Osgood Perkins. But nothing about the story.
The Stephen King story is definitely played more as a serious horror.
Okay.
And it is a creepy story about this organ grinder monkey that every time it smashes its cymbals together, somebody dies.
Okay.
But it's not funny when they die. In this movie, it's hilarious.
It really is, yes.
Except for the mom, except for Lois.
Yeah. Oh, Tatiana.
She's so good.
Dude, we've been a fan of hers since Orphan Black. I don't know if you ever watched Orphan Black, but she's phenomenal in that show because she plays multiple characters.
Oh. She also is She-Hulk.
Heck yeah, dude. I liked She-Hulk, man. I thought it was fun.
Wait, you watched it?
I did. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh.
I thought it was great.
I thought you hadn't seen it, so I was like giving a pregnant pause there.
No, I thought it was
not because I'm pregnant, but
well, yeah.
But because it's a long pause. It's a phrase that people use.
Oh, science.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the beginning of the movie, I was not expecting Adam Scott to come out.
Nope, me either. But we were so excited because we're Adam Scott fans in this house. So I was excited to see Adam Scott. I was like, yes.
I think the whole world is Adam Scott fans.
How could we not be? He's just a gem. What a gem of a human. Yeah.
What a gem. Yeah. That part was amazing. I already mentioned how the pawn shop owner died.
Well, like I said in our last episode, I watched it with my brother, and both of us, we both kind of busted out laughing. We're like, oh, it's this kind of movie. Because again, we neither of us really knew anything. And once the large intestine shoots out too, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm really excited for the rest of this. Like it made me very happy. I was really, because I did not know what to expect. But then when that happened, you're like, okay, I know what we're in for, and I am on board.
What about babysitter Annie's death?
Dude, I really thought it was, because it's at a hibachi grill, so I thought it was gonna be fire, because I know she's dying, because there's they twisted the monkey and it didn't drum yet, and of course it does it in the car. But I was like, oh, there's fire. It's going to be fire. It was not fire. Scotty, what happened to Babysitter?
Well, she's flirting with the hibachi grill chef. He lashes out with his knife to get ready to do something crazy. And the next thing you know, she looks over at little Hal, and her head starts to become detached from her body. And it falls over onto the hibachi grill and starts burning. And it's gross and horrible. Yeah, that's how she dies.
And I love, too, that it cuts from that, because it's a great death. And one, you're just like, what? But I love that it cuts from that to her funeral, and the pastor or whatever, who's like 20, looks at her and goes, it made me laugh.
And he had all those lines about her head being disconnected from her body. I was just like, oh my God. Hilarious.
Brilliant. It really was.
That guy was funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, now he was a little over the top.
He was, yes, for sure.
But he was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I loved about all of the deaths in this movie is that they are all not what you expect them to be.
Yeah, that's very true.
I'm trying to think if there's any death. Like I said, the only death that is semi-serious is Lois, their mom.
Right. Yep.
The rest of the deaths are played very comedically, and I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking of all of them. Even Dwight, the convenience store manager, he's the one with the vape that gets lodged in his throat.
That's right.
Yeah,
but you're right. They all die not the way you'd expect. You're absolutely right on that. What a treat.
Like, it's so unpredictable the way people die in this movie. It's so fantastic.
Yep. Oh, that's good. I didn't even think of it like that, but you're right, dude. That's fun. That is fun.
So I will mention one thing that I have a quibble about.
Oh, please. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I do hate to mention it, though. And it's almost his entire presence in this movie. You know, buddy, you know I'm a big fan of Halloween Ends, that movie that everybody else in the world seems to hate except for me.
Yep. I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
Yeah. Like, I liked Rohan Campbell a lot in Halloween Ends.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was really, really good. I wanted to like him so much in this movie because I was happy to see him in something else. And the first time I saw the movie, he didn't really bother me that much.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought he was a silly character, you know?
Right.
The second time I saw the movie, he bothered me a little bit.
Okay.
Like, they're going for the stupid person comedy, and he does have some funny moments with how dumb he is.
Right.
But for the most part, he's just kind of a little bit too dumb.
I get you. Okay. Yeah.
And
I get
his wig kind of bothered me.
Yeah. I agree with that one. I was like, how do you see?
And I will say that of all the deaths, even though it's funny, it's kind of my least favorite.
Yeah, I could see that. Actually, that was the one. I agree with you on that, but that was the one. I mean, they all use, well, maybe not all, but I mean, special effects, or CGI, I should say, maybe for the most part. But that one was pretty CGI-y, if you know what I mean? Where you're like, okay, all right. Like, I get
it was the most unrealistic of all the unrealistic deaths.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I mean, most of the deaths had an element of unrealisticness to them.
Right.
If a girl jumps into a electrified pool, she's not going to just explode.
The second
that
she
was
touches
hilarious.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, the second she dives into an electrified pool, her body just completely explodes.
I was like crying at that part. I was laughing so hard.
Especially
like,
because Hal is sitting there on the phone. He had just hung up, and her leg flies over, and he goes, "Oh my God, was that a leg?"
Yes.
It's so good.
It was so good. It was perfect.
But tell us how Ricky dies.
Well, there's, of course, you know, with all the deaths, there's like little things kind of that we see happening. You know, this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. So of course it's gonna lead to a death. And so they park next to a hornet nest. At one point, Ricky accidentally, I believe, shoots the gun off. He has a gun, and he shoots it off, and it goes through the windshield. And then, of course,
into the nest.
Into the nest, excuse me. Yeah, into the nest. And, of course, the hornets come out and go right through the hole he just put through the windshield, and go right into his mouth and fill his whole mouth up. And he's getting stung everywhere, inside and outside. And then they leave.
Yeah.
So, like,
I don't even know if they really leave.
Maybe,
they just kind of like... They just kind of crawl around his like deformed face.
That's true. Yeah. Which
was the one part I really did like about it.
Mm.
I liked the way how horrific his face looked.
I agree. Yeah.
But I mean, come on. They're all a little bit unbelievable, but the whole thing with this line of hornets just beelining, no pun intended, in through this hole in the windshield and straight through, and just all flying into his mouth.
Yeah.
And like you said, the CG at that moment didn't look wonderful.
Yeah, that was my thought, yeah.
But I guess, you know, like I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, oh man, it would have been better, in my opinion, if Hal had jumped out of the car and then they just swarmed the car and swarmed over Ricky inside the car.
Yeah.
But then that would have been too realistic a death.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Then he just would have been stung, and then, unless they stung him so much he exploded, but then we've already had exploding people.
A few.
Yeah. So so that was, I don't know. I do and don't like it. It's cute, it's fun, but that's my only quibble.
That's fair.
Really.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you too, though. I wanted to say I'm glad to see him in something else, because I know Halloween Ends maybe isn't everyone's favorite, and of course that's not everyone's fault or anything. So I'm glad to see that he's getting more work and doing stuff, because he's a good actor. I like him, so I'm glad.
Yeah, he's coming up in something else that I don't know. We may want to talk about at some point, but they're remaking Silent Night, Deadly Night, and he's starring in that. He plays Billy.
That's right. Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of excited for it, man.
Yeah.
I've said this a zillion times about remakes. Whether you like them or hate them, we always have the original. You never have to watch the remake again if it's not good. So,
yeah,
I'm excited for a remake.
I'm excited for it too, and because we watched the original for the first time together for this podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
And now I'm just going to reminisce a little bit and think, I love this podcast.
You know what? I do too, buddy. I do too.
I'm going to go off on a side note here, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody listening, but a couple episodes ago, I mentioned how I leave the podcast on for Ziggy when I leave the house or the apartment, and it's so that he hears my voice because, he gets a little anxiety when I leave, but I still do it. It's working.
Nice.
But the cool thing is that I hear little bits and pieces of our episodes because it's just eventually going through them all.
Right.
And I was listening to episode 33.
Oh, right on. Back in the day.
And this is episode 161. So I was listening to 33 and we were so cute because at the beginning of the episode, we're both like, 33 episodes. Can you believe it?
That's cute. Look at us. Oh, man.
Now we're old and jaded and
everything sucks.
Everything sucks. I hate it.
Ugh.
I hate waking up in the morning.
Everything hurts. And
But anyway, I thought that was really cute.
That's awesome.
But I do love the fact that there are all these movies. One of the reasons that we started this podcast is because there were so many movies we wanted to see.
Yeah.
And this keeps us watching them, and we get to see these movies that we had never seen. And I know Silent Night, Deadly Night was a gap in both of our film histories.
It really was, yes.
So that, along with a bunch of other movies we've watched because of this podcast, that a lot of these movies we may not have seen by this point.
True. I mean, that's a good chunk of movies. We're at 160 movies later. That's a lot of movies to watch, man. That's pretty awesome.
Would you ever have watched PG Psycho Gorman?
No. And will I again? Yes. Someday.
Yes, you will.
Someday. I'm going to surprise you. I'll surprise you with it.
I don't know how, but okay.
I just will.
Babysitter Annie.
Yeah.
Did you catch what her whole name was?
No, I didn't. What is it?
Annie Wilkes.
Oh, I love it. From Misery.
Yes.
So good.
That was actually maybe there's got to be more, but I think that's the only Stephen King reference that I caught in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume there's more.
Because there's usually Christine somewhere in almost every Stephen King adaptation, but I didn't see Christine in this movie at all, so I don't know.
I'm trying to remember, what was Hal's ex-wife's name?
It wasn't Stephen King related.
Okay. All right.
So, Theo James.
Yeah, dude.
So good in this movie. This is the second movie in a row that we've done where an actor plays two different parts.
That's true. You're right.
Plays twins.
Yep.
And in this movie, two actors each play twins, which is kind of cool.
And what's crazy is the movie I'm picking next, it's 3 actors that are playing twins.
Playing one person.
That's right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the first time I watched this movie, I didn't even stop to think that young Hal and Bill were the same child actor.
Oh, it took me a little bit, and then I was like, oh, okay. They're twins, so it's the same kid.
Yeah. If I thought that at all, I don't remember, but good on you, buddy.
Well, I mean, no, it took me a while, though. I didn't realize it right away, and I don't know if they even mention twins at the beginning or if they say anything along those lines, but eventually they do, and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Did you recognize that kid at all?
I didn't. Help me out.
He was in a movie that we have discussed here on the podcast.
Wait. The boy behind the door.
No, buddy.
Dang it.
No. No.
I thought I'd throw one out there, an obscure one.
No.
Rats.
I'm going to give you a hint. We're going to play. We're going to play word association. Drugged animal.
Oh, Cocaine Bear?
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, he was in Cocaine Bear. There you go.
That was amazing.
Anyway, one thing I realized watching this movie, I've always liked Theo James.
Agreed.
I liked him so much more in this movie, and I realized that he has maybe one of my very favorite voices in movies right now. His voice is amazing.
Agreed.
He narrates the movie, and he's just got such a wonderful speaking voice. I'm in love with his voice.
Me too. And I believe he has an accent, if I remember right.
Wait, what was that? Some words just got caught in your throat.
Oh, did it? What did I?
Yeah, you went, me too.
Oh,
I don't know if it's going to get picked up on the mic, but...
well, I'm finally... I'm hitting puberty, buddy. It's about time.
Oh, it's about time.
Gosh.
Hello.
Maybe one day you'll have sex. But anyway, yes, his voice is amazing.
It is. No, and he does an American accent very well. He does it very well.
Wait, what?
I believe he's from. Let me look before I say.
Is this another British actor doing an American accent?
I think he is British. Let me look. Yeah, an English actor, yes. So he is.
Oh my God.
Yep. I know. He does it very well. And I think even I don't know if you watch White Lotus or have watched White Lotus.
Yeah.
So he was in season 2 of that and did an American accent there too and nails it. Like he does it perfectly.
I think that's why I thought he was American.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know.
My Lord.
I know. But all that to say, he has a great voice.
Next thing you're going to tell me Tom Holland is British.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, do I have some news for you?
Okay, well, at least Andrew Garfield is American, right?
Oh, boy. We're going to have to talk after the podcast, buddy.
What's happening? Anyway, I know they're British, whatever.
Yeah.
But yes, what did you think of Osgood Perkins as Uncle Chip?
I loved it. Well, I see him for like 2 seconds and I'm like, is that Osgood? Like, is that him? Sure was. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Like he's the best, man. I love what I've seen so far. I cannot wait to see more of what he does. He's great. Like he's fun to watch. He's funny. He's a great director, great writer. He's killing it right now, and I am all about it.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. I forget. Did you like Longlegs?
I loved it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we need to do Gretel and Hansel for real.
I know. Oh, I know.
I know.
For real.
Also, relative newcomer, Elijah Wood.
I'll be honest with you. Elijah Wood is one of my favorite people ever in the world. I love Elijah Wood. I get excited when I see him in anything. He's just a cool, down-to-earth human. He's always fun to watch. And even though he has like one scene in this, I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like, Elijah, yay. And he loves horror. So I'm happy to see him do stuff or be in this, he loves horror. So it's just, I love Elijah Wood.
I've mentioned this before, buddy, but I'm going to mention it again in case somebody out there is hearing this episode and this is their first episode of Fun with Horror.
Yes.
When I first moved to Hollywood, buddy,
mm-hmm.
I was at the front desk of a sound studio doing reception duties.
Yep.
And little Elijah Wood comes in with his mom. He was just a little kid, like 8 or 9.
Oh, my God.
And I walked them down the street. Nobody knew who he was yet. He had been in a movie called The Kid in the Window or something like that.
Nice.
And as we were walking down the street, I said, "Hey, I saw you in that made-for-TV movie, that movie where you were in the window." I knew the name of it back
Right,
then.
right.
But I said, "I saw it. You were so good." And he was like, "Oh, thank you very much."
Oh.
He was so cute.
Oh, my gosh. I love that.
From that moment on, I was like, this is going to be an amazing actor. And he turned out to be even better than I thought he'd be.
Me too, man. That's awesome. That is so cool. What a cool story.
I loved walking Elijah Wood down the street.
So lucky. I never get to walk Elijah Wood down the street.
Maybe one day you will.
Can you imagine if this is the episode he listens to and he just shows up and he's like, let's go for a walk? I would.
But he says it like with a serious face, nothing else. He just knocks on your door and he's like, let's go for a walk.
I'm like, yes. And then we just don't talk the whole time.
And then he kills you. On
Honestly,
the walk.
what a way to go. What a way to go.
I don't think Cindy would even be mad. She'd just be like, Elijah Wood killed my husband. Can you believe it? Isn't that amazing?
She's like, he wore his same outfit from Sin City. It was crazy.
I was going to say he was dressed as Frodo. Can you imagine Frodo murdering you?
Even better. What an honor.
Oh, man. What'd you think of the ending with the cheerleaders?
I died. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting it. And then when it happened, I was like, of course that's how it ends. What a perfect way to end this movie, with a bunch of cheerleaders getting decapitated by a truck. What else can you expect? Like, it was awesome.
I also liked a couple of the deaths we were seeing, even though one of them was kind of saying that a baby was dying, was on fire.
I know. I was like, whoa.
But then the guy that was impaled against a tree with a surfboard, that's the kind of thing I know Perkins was like, we're going to throw this in and people are going to wonder how the hell that happened.
Right. It was perfect.
Such a great movie.
I know. I'm very excited when we do our 3 questions, because there is a bountiful group of kills that we can choose from.
Were you about to say a plethora?
I was, I think, yeah.
I love plethora. Such a good word.
I should have gone with it. I didn't go with my gut, and look at that.
One thing I want to mention is this is an Osgood Perkins movie, and his movies are very visual.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is very different from his other movies, but there are so many moments that you can tell it's him directing and the way things look. I loved the cinematographer is named Nico Aguilar.
Okay.
I love the way he shot this movie. I loved the close-ups of the monkey.
Yes.
I loved how big the monkey was, too. Like, it wasn't just a little toy. It was a sizable monkey.
It was. No, I agree. I thought it looked great. Like, I would actually like to have that. It was cool.
Oh, my God. Trick or Treat Studios, are you listening?
There you go.
Could you please do a replica of the monkey from the movie? My God.
I'm actually surprised that hasn't been made yet.
Maybe it has, and we just don't know because we're stupid.
Oh.
We're the worst horror podcast ever. People are like, they already made one, you idiots.
Yeah. Done listening to these dummies.
Yeah. Why don't you do a real movie? Like The Sadness.
Well, we did.
Again.
Go listen.
Yeah.
You jerk.
You jerk. Yeah. So I love that monkey. I know, I'm sorry, buddy, but I know you didn't get to really hear this aspect of it, but there's some bass when the monkey hits the drum, and if you listen to it in a theater or with a subwoofer, it's not overpowering, but it's very cool.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
And it's very ominous.
Oh,
so I love that. I loved the talk that Lois gives the sons after Annie's funeral.
Yes. A couple of her talks were like a little bit where you're like, oh, okay. Huh. That's a good pep talk.
Everybody dies, and that's life.
She was great.
I can't use that as a soundbite because there's music behind it.
Oh, but that would be a good
copyrighted.
one. That would be a good one.
That whole speech would be great.
Honestly, her delivery of that is perfect too. Like, she's so good in that moment. In every part that she does, or every scene she's in, she's good. But that, I was just like, maybe she's the only one that can do this, but she does it perfectly. Like, it's just a beautiful speech.
You know what? Going back to what you said, if people have not seen Orphan Black, you need to go watch at least the first few episodes.
Yes.
Because her acting is like so next level. It's amazing that she isn't in every single thing and one of the biggest stars of Hollywood. She could be the next Meryl Streep.
I would honestly agree with you. If people watch those first, like you said, the first few, I think people would agree. I mean, she's phenomenal in it. She's phenomenal in that show.
Because not to spoil too much about that show, but it's about clones.
Right.
It's about a girl who plays a clone of herself, but then she's pretending to be the other clone, but then she starts to pretend that she's a clone pretending she's another clone.
Yeah.
And you believe her this entire time. She does these tiny little nuances that make you buy it hook, line, and sinker that she is somebody pretending she's somebody else pretending she's somebody else. And it's unbelievable.
It is. I've not seen acting like that. Like, she's, incredible. There's no one like Tatiana Maslany. No one.
Nobody at all, my friend.
Yep.
One actress I would like to also bring up that I didn't mention at the beginning, Tess, I think it's Degenstein, played Barbara, the real estate agent.
Okay.
And it was such a small part, but she was so good
in
that very small part.
She was perfect. And one of my favorite lines, and I'm not going to quote it word for word because I don't remember exactly, but when she's like, it's like the day after the aunt died, she's like, the next day after she died, we started getting everything ready for the house or whatever. And it's like, you don't do it that quick. Like, we're getting all the stuff ready right after she died. It just made me laugh.
The one that made me laugh is right before they open the door, and she's like, "And don't you worry your pretty little head over it." And then she goes, "Did I say that out loud?" You are pretty, though.
And then she gets blasted.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even mention that. A shotgun is propped up in the closet in a booby trap kind of way. When they open the door, it slams down and then it shoots her, but it explodes her.
There's nothing left.
And Hal's standing there bloody with her pinky in his mouth. It's so good.
It's so good. Like, it's just moments like that where I'm just like, this is such a blast. Pun intended. But it is. It's just a fun, crazy, wild movie, dude.
Let's talk about the music real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The score was composed by a guy named Ido van Breemen.
Okay, right.
Who I'd never heard of, and I was surprised. I guess, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have been surprised, because the last 3 movies that Oz has done, he's used a different composer for each one.
Oh, cool.
And he always uses a similar type of composer.
Mm-hmm.
But like Gretel and Hansel was done by Rob, who did Never Let Go.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then Longlegs was done by Zilgi.
Okay.
You know, and now this one is Ido van Breemen. I just listened to this past week. It's a good score. It's nothing that I fell in love with, but it fits the movie really well. This is another... Yeah.
No, I was going to say, I agree. It wasn't anything that it helped the tone of the movie, but that was about what I remember.
I think this is another movie where the needle drops are what I remember more than the actual score. So, But with that said, are you ready for 3 questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
Who would cross the bridge of death must answer me these questions 3.
Okay, my friend, this is your movie. So question number 1, and this... I mentioned it earlier, but I'm very excited because we have a plethora of kills that we can choose from. Buddy, what is the best death/kill in The Monkey?
Which one do I think is the best?
Yes. What do you think?
Well, I was about to talk about this.
Okay.
But I decided to wait because my favorite death or kill in the movie was easily Aunt Ida.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk about this because there is one point I wanted to make, and I paid attention my 3rd watch of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
According to the rules of this movie, her death was not caused by the monkey.
Whoa.
Her death was completely accidental and just a horrible, horrible accident.
What?
Because in the movie, you have to turn the key.
Right.
The monkey never turns the key by itself.
Right.
At this point in the movie, Bill had not gotten the monkey back.
Oh, man.
So he had taken it out of the well as a kid, but it was in Aunt Ida's house, just sitting somewhere.
Right.
The only other explanation that we're not given at any point, so I can't really assume this, is that Aunt Ida found the monkey and turned it for some reason.
But she wouldn't die, because the person that does it doesn't die, right?
That's exactly true. So she wouldn't have found it. And Bill specifically said that he was going to go looking for the monkey, but then he saw the yard sale ad.
That's right.
And that's when he had Ricky go get it for him.
That's right.
So her death is just a horrible, horrible accident. And let me tell you how she dies.
Please, I was going to say, please explain it to everyone.
The first thing she does is she goes down in the basement. The basement's empty, so she starts to go back up the stairs. One of the steps is weak, and she falls through into these boxes. Well, there's a pause. You wonder if she died from that. No, she didn't. She lifts her head up, and she's got fishing hooks embedded all around in her face. Next, you see her taking these fishing hooks out of her face, and then she goes up to the oven because she smells something. She smells gas. And so she goes to the oven, and she leans her head down to sniff it, and suddenly the oven comes to life and flares up and sets her head on fire. So she's screaming. She goes out the front door. For some reason, somebody had left flowers in a vase at the bottom of her front steps at night. She goes down the stairs. She steps into the vase, gets her foot caught in it, which makes her start tripping down her path towards her for sale sign, which has the pointed end, and her head and face get impaled on that sign. I thought that was incredible.
It was a masterpiece death. I will say there are things I loved as well in the aftermath, where you see whenever they're walking in the house, you see the smoke trail on the ceiling.
Yes.
From her running with the fire hose. It made me laugh. And then the fact that on the for sale sign, they just put an orange cone over that part of the sale sign. That made me laugh. There's still blood all over it, but that's how they did. How they hit it.
Yeah, so that was my favorite. Buddy, what was your favorite death or kill in this movie?
I have to go with, that is a great one. And again, there's so many great ones in this, but I already mentioned the one that I loved, and that is the pool scene.
Oh.
It caught me so off guard, because I hadn't quite gotten the grasp that all these deaths are going to be wild and crazy. And until that one hit, and I was like, oh boy. Like, I knew they would be crazy, but the fact that this woman, we have the AC unit go into the water, or whatever it is, she jumps off, and I mean, touches the water with like a toe when she jumps off the diving board, touches it, and explodes. I mean, blows up. And like you said, the fact that he goes, was that a leg? I died. I was laughing so hard. It caught me so off guard. I wasn't expecting it. And I love Theo's acting there, because he's seen this before, this kind of stuff. He's kind of like deadpan still as well, seeing this death. It just was such a funny scene, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. It cracked me up.
And then he goes into his hotel room where his son is asleep. And he buries his face in a pillow and screams 3 times.
He's all bloody, too. Oh, my gosh.
Actually, he wasn't that bloody.
Wasn't he in that part? Oh, you know what?
No.
I'm thinking of after he gets the realtor. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, buddy. Question number 2. Is this movie scary?
Okay, I don't know. It's not a scary movie.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, as funny as it was, I was apprehensive when I was watching it the first time, because I had no idea where the next death was going to come from. And so I was a little bit scared of who would die next.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was absolutely a movie where anybody and everybody could die.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To the point where even I wasn't expecting Bill to die at the end.
Right.
That was amazing.
It was pretty perfect.
And then Hal and Petey just go off like, well, that happened.
Right. What are you going to do?
Let's go dancing. So what about you? Did you think it was scary, buddy?
No, I didn't. And I like what you said, though, not knowing where the deaths are when they're gonna happen. I agree with you on that. But I was giggling so much during this movie that it didn't scare me at all. I was just laughing a lot.
Also, there was the nice setup that we didn't talk about where they get the pamphlet for the skydiving. We do weddings. And then when the monkey goes crazy, the skydiver falls through the roof, and then the groom falls through the roof, and then the bride. Oh, man.
It's so good.
Fantastic.
It's so good. Oh, my gosh. Question number 3. My friend, my buddy, did you have fun with horror?
Of course. I think we both had an immense amount of fun watching this movie.
Yep.
I'm so glad you finally saw it, buddy.
Me too, man. Me too. Ugh.
This was one, the moment I saw it, I was like, I can't wait for Andrew to see this. I think he's going to love it. I hope he loves it.
Yes.
Because I know you love horror comedies, so.
I do.
It reminds me of the day that you watched Martyrs with me, and you just laughed your silly little head off throughout the entire movie. It was so much fun.
It was, and I mean, what a good way to follow it up with such a beautiful little horror movie as well called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Cute, funny, charming love story. I mean,
the way your cheeks turned red when you would just giggle at the end when they were at the dinner table. You were just so cute. It was just such a great day.
I was like, man, this is one of the best comedies. I love it. Oh, what a good night.
You cute little monkey.
You know, your Aunt Ida and your Uncle Chip never wanted kids. No. Always just kind of preferred a life where you sit down and you don't stand up again until you want to. Also, we're swingers, but oh well.
Well, buddy, that was a good darn time.
Yes.
You finally saw the monkey.
Yeah, dude.
The question is, though, what movie will you be watching next? And I'll be watching it too, because that's what we do.
Only if I want you to. Like, I have control over you. We are our own people.
I don't know. You have a lot of control.
I don't.
Like right now, you have control over the next movie that we watch. What is it? What is it?
I'll be honest with you. I had a movie planned and picked, and Cindy, my wife, even thought that this was the plan until just a tiny bit ago. So she doesn't know that I'm actually not picking that movie now. However, you have recently purchased one that I am so very excited to see. I know it's dark. I know it's bleak, but I loved Talk to Me. So, buddy, I'm picking Bring Her Back for our next movie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going to be put through that. No,
Yeah.
I love this movie.
I do, yeah.
But I'm still nervous for you to watch it.
But in all honesty, I'm excited, and you did, you let me know without spoiling anything, obviously, that there's some pretty dark moments and messed up moments, but
it's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. But I just have so much love for Talk to Me that this has been on my list since watching that, knowing that they're making something else. I'm so excited. I'm already ready for the darkness, but I'm excited.
That's amazing. Make sure you gather the whole family around and watch it together, because it's gonna be fun.
We'll chase it with Martyrs just so we get like kind of cleanse it out.
Yeah, palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So there you go. Bring Her Back. This is this movie available to stream?
Not yet. Even at the time of this, I don't think it will be when this was released, but available to purchase or rent.
Yeah. We should actually. I don't even know if we should do that anymore, because people don't know this, but we record pretty far in advance now. We've been doing this so that, because in case emergencies come up and what have you. But
like, we're actually recording this 2019. So.
Yeah, I can't wait for the pandemic. I mean, not that I know that one's coming.
Yeah, pandemic?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a board game.
Oh, okay.
It's called Pandemic. Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
It's great. I can't wait. Anyway, Bring Her Back, which won't be released for another 5 years.
That's right.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I like recording at the end of the day.
Me too. Me too. I don't know if people like listening to us record at the end of the day, but who knows? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
If they're still listening, why don't you let us know? Do you like us recording at the end of the day? Leave a message for us.
Yeah. If you're still listening, let us know.
Let us know.
Do you like us?
Am I handsome?
Do I smell okay?
Yeah.
Leave us a review and tell us.
Please?
Just tell us we smell good.
Yeah, that's all we've ever asked for.
Just tell me you like my hat, Shannon. Far and Away.
Oh, okay.
Far and Away. Directed by Ron Howard, my friend. Starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Go watch it right now. That's our next movie.
Okay, forget Bring Her Back.
Far and Away.
That's all you can sing. That's all you can sing.
That was me singing Enya.
Oh,
Far and Away.
I do love Enya.
I do love Enya.
I do too.
But I'm not going to make an Enya joke. Sorry.
No.
I was about to, but I'm not going to.
Don't do it.
Stop it. Stop it, listeners. Stop planting things in our heads. Anyway, if you love us, leave us a review. Bye.
Bye.
No, Andrew, I love you.
Scotty, I love you.
And everybody out there, we love you.
We love you. Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, quack. Yeah, like Andrew said, quack.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye.